Welcome, guys, to possibly the last trial of Danganronpa. Right beyond these doors, we're going to solve out who killed Sakura. Monokuma made his announcement, and everybody began to meet up one after another. And then, the ultimate martial artist, a locked room murder mystery. What the? Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss a smiley face, it turns positive. For example, you're out of panic and you find a dead body, XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it, that face is next to it. For example, do you have 100 friends? That's right, that does make it sad.
I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. What the hell was that? I don't get it. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
Or, I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will reveal some enough. There is no doubt one of us could be the culprit. Well, I don't know why we're always so shocked. Well, I mean, I understand, like, it's shocked that someone killed one of our friends, but it's always like, oh, one of us did it. Yeah, no dip, one of us did it. If Monokuma wanted to do it, we'd all be dead already. There's 6 of you, huh? Really? That's a few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder will the class trial end with one less classman again, or will his whole life come to a complete end? Yes. 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 Alright. Set skills. Oh, let's go. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class. If
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Let's do this, baby. Want to hear the arguments?
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying that?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's feeling...
no, it's wrong.
No, you're wrong. No, that's wrong. No, everybody's wrong.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
That would be a good reason. Well, I mean, I use my reason. Oh.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hero, but I know you ain't it. There's no way you were. It has to be Toto.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
Hold on one second.
I mean,
it's so cool. Oh, it's not
yeah,
in the pants,
sure I
but
got it
freaking-
from her,
no,
she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
I got it!
Got it?
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no—
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was...
No, Hero.
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. Got a problem with that?
Quite a sudden hostility.
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're
Here we
acting
go.
incredibly suspicious. It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message. At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayako.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
Look at that
See?
face. Then why'd you...
See? Toko did it.
What are you saying?
See?
No way. I didn't do it.
Sorry, Genocide Jill.
Just don't
You're
know
done
what
for
you're
now.
doing, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found it right there at the scene of the crime.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense.
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw—
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying when Ogre's body.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found that when Ogre's body was discovered.
Wow!
tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found them, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem?
What I said makes total sense.
Hero, please. Don't be the bad.
I can tell you exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong. All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah. I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Oh no. God dang it, Hero! It can't be you. Mom, it's this.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Oh. I didn't even read what my bullet said.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That
No,
would explain
Hiro.
how he knew about the message in the first place.
Hero, come on.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
What?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there... And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind, before she had any idea what was happening.
My God.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Wrote.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking
What?
about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
The
And
bottles?
Until we figure that part out,
Shoot!
Yeah, why was the magazine
I got
there?
it!
If you wanted people to...
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine... Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko?
I got it!
Yeah, Toko would have
It
obviously
had to
known.
be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't
Me.
doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Oh, thank God! I thought for a minute it was
Being
Hiro.
serious? That's just... I don't...
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time.
One more time!
If we go through it once more,
So, what do you want me to do?
just tell us what happened one...
I don't really see why, but...
Beat, boom, 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 boom. We're back to the music. Woo!
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Haha!
No,
Fuck it.
it's wrong.
I knew it had to do with something about his.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, think back. After the incident, there were... And we found pieces of a bottle.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common,
A knight. Chess piece. Crap. Chess piece.
Now I understand.
How did I do that so clean? That's so much better, man. I'm telling you.
That's it. The
The
Inside
chess.
each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? In chess, there are 6 different pieces. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop,
Yeah, that's why I said there's no queen.
and on the ground,
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
no. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in.
I got it!
Oh! Oh, crap.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than...
And what is this evidence?
Shoot!
Darn it.
I got it!
Oh, okay.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. There was actually more than 1 bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were but someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the but when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case. Shoot! I got it!
Oh, okay.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Tokyo? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when...
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine.
It was right after I got Ogre's and I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the... I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured it... But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to...
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear?
You don't know what you're talking...
I'm sure she didn't disappear.
Oh no.
In the rec room? Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin!
I feel bad, but... Not at all, dear boy! Oh crap, here we go.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! Enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you.
I died. Darn it! The negative always gets me.
I refuse to give up yet.
After this... Okay, so this time we gotta focus on the actual truth bullet. Okay. Is all my bullets loaded?
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! It's a lie! I admit nothing. That's enough!
This should prove it.
Got him. Oh, my heart! I didn't even know my heart! No!
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura! No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
What?
Straight up a-
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early. So I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go. But I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first. And
Did you see what happened?
yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back.
But when you did, you put it back, upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me.
Sorry.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her. Guess it's back!
Oh, great.
What's your fault after all?
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Wait, he was in this?
Answer the question.
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me away. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wonder. Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
That's good.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote. What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
What?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story?
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Two. Her face.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. Your head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf. I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine.
You were taken by You saw it, so you smashed her head in with the Monokuma.
You got it! I smashed her!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there.
No, it's wrong.
Got him. good. Man, I'm pretty good. I'm getting pretty good.
Found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death,
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyway.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Yep.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room. Until we take care of that.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic...
No, I don't... I got it!
Haha.
Even before we opened the door to the... And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know?
I think the fact that I don't know proves
Nah.
I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
Yep.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
The bottle. She drank the bottle and died.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that... If it wasn't from Genocide Jill? Then what was it?
There's no other possible cause that killed Sakura. I can't think of
Anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot! What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack...
Bro.
Shoot!
I'm at half a heart.
What was it that... If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Bro, my freaking...
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura?
Freaking... Dude.
I can't think
That's
of
why I need
anything
long
other than the
cords
shot to her head.
and like stable connections,
So
because
you're
now I
dead
can't
set
hear
on blaming
anything.
Me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
No.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
Well, let me look at Truthful.
what was it?
Because her account was... What? Okay, so that's just she written notes.
There's no other possible culprit killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to... So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't...
We'll just take a shot. Nah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. Alright. To retry that. Did I make it? Nope.
I refuse to give up yet.
No, you can't give up now. No powder. Monica with another four.
What was it? That if it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack.
What was it?
There's no other but killed Sakura. I can't think.
Anything other than
The shot to her
Oh,
head.
freaking how'd I
So
miss
you
that?
guess that I'm blaming me, huh?
You guess that I'm blaming me, huh?
What was it? That if it wasn't from Jennifer, what was it?
There's no other but killed Sakura.
there could have any
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
Sorry, Ayo, but you're wrong.
According to the Monokuma, I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm in.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction. Sakura was poisoned.
Yep.
Poisoned? That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at.
You're making me go all weak in the knees.
Oh, shut up.
Poisoned? It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then look,
You can.
of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone, quiet! Shut up and listen to Master.
But you're the only one.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room?
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem, and that's where I found...
Is that the voice?
It's not an especially powerful, but the specific properties don't matter.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up in Section A, dietary...
And that's where the poison came from? Section C.
Well, that's the question.
Shoot!
A! It was A, wasn't it?
I got it!
Yeah, it was A. Why did I
Poison was active.
Huh? You just said that section.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean...
Huh? Master!
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
This is... It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Into another container. Dun, dun, dun. Protein bottle. Protein. Oh. There we go.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the... If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were swift, so the protein was in the bottle of poison. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to... Holy crap! All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink.
A protein drink which actually contained...
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of...
No? I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for...
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf.
Yep.
That's the evidence you're talking about.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that. They must have appeared around the time of the murder. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant the culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
No.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer what?
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected.
Ayo. No. Don't tell me it's true.
The footprints
No!
were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? This game has to be kidding me. The best character in the game killed someone? Ayo, you hate killing people.
People
Wait.
who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya.
Excellent.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one choice. Plus, Hina's been acting You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out. Because they were so close. Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina used that trust. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, did you really... Why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There, she asked me to bring her that but when I went to get the powder from the chem...
Now's my chance to kill her. That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poison.
And then she downed it. All at once.
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not
Yeah,
about to claim
same.
she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room?
Hina, If you really are the killer, explain it. How did you...
Well,
Her face.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you.
No, it doesn't.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill...
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no...
Are you sure about even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it?
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the...
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the...
Well, right away, I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left, but I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section 8, meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that series?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison. And you spilled some of the... Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle,
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section...
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Countered.
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And
Yeah? What about it?
and after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to...
No, that can't be it.
What the... Hina, what's the meaning of this?
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part,
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this. It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But...
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain? Huh?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door.
The window?
Yeah.
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
What?
How did a shard of glass...
What's so strange?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us, I got it!
There we go.
The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Yep.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked, there's no other way to explain the presence of that glass.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was that had to be after the locked room was opened.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside. If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with you.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Something tells me he might
Yeah,
be it now.
me either.
He's kind of acting a little sussy.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Yeah. God, Bayuka's gonna get so ticked. He's so mad. It's so funny. My God, there's so many dead of us.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got...
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! In there before the rec room was unlocked!
When it comes to that protein, there's not a doubt until the room was it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was...
When it comes to that there's not a doubt until
The locked. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to
that protein, there's not a doubt until it absolutely.
So you're saying someone planted...
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
when it comes to that
protein can, there's not a doubt until
unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to
That protein, there's not a doubt
until the room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked. It
absolutely.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can,
There's not
a doubt in my until the locked room was it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before.
I'm glad I went right in between. When the locked room, quote unquote, was unlocked. In other words, when I broke the window. If I could concentrate on that.
When it comes to that protein, there's not a doubt until
The locked room was unlocked. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had in there.
Oh, jeez, that scared me. I didn't even think about that.
You remember how there was broken glass?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered. Oh, we also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear. As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison...
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the...
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Well, suicide.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took...
What do you think, Mako?
Shoot! I got it!
Oh.
I think it was Sakura.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently... What are you talking about?
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the...
You're lying! Why? Why would you...
Oh boy. Sorry, Hina. I know this is gonna hurt, but...
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
No! I almost had her too! God, I almost had her too! I was so focused!
Is this really the end? I refuse to give up yet.
Why would they blame him? Like, they're like, oh, Makoto. Hey, Makoto, you're the one who did it, right?
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Guess that's the only proof I got. She's gonna throw up. Alright, I'm gonna pull up!
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow...
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder. That powder was yellow. So the powder we found on...
Wait. So, what was that powder doing?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
Wasn't you? I mean, you know about the...
Shoot!
Sorry? It wasn't Hiro. Was it Toko? Or Sinister? No. There's only one person I can really think about. You, I guess. No? Then who the frick else could it have been? Hiro? Bruh!
Shoot!
I'm an idiot.
Here's my answer.
It was Hiro. I didn't even think about the picture.
Sakura was Sakura herself.
The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying...
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the... gun! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
Yeah.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the bottle.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison. When you left the lab, thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. While everyone else was focused on Sakura. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation.
So, in order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence. The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison.
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Well, first let me place this. The killer is you! This case began when... Yep.
Specifically, those people...
Yep.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier. She got there one step ahead of everyone else.
No, but Hina technically.
And she found him. Then, from inside the locker, she saw
Yep.
next to when God without thinking, he grabbed thinking he'd killed him.
Yep.
He took a magazine from the tape to that end. Toko. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing.
Oh.
The killer is you! But of course, Toko... She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine. But in her rush, she put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked sock and she freaked out.
Yep.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma. This explains why there were 2 wounds on. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma.
Look how she ran away.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
The Chem C9
It
bottle.
was the poison that's... She turned the rec room into a true locked room and there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that we had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone... And while nobody was looking, replaced it with... They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort...
Oh. Can you blame them? Power of friendship, I guess. But, man.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Nice.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
Yep.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please. So, who will be? Will you make the right choice? What's it gonna be?
Wait, is Hina gonna die? Oh, thank God. Holy. I thought for a minute they were like gonna kill Hina because she was like an accomplice, but
Okay.
yeah, that's right.
My entire.
What did you say? Come on. What are you thinking?
Don't be mean!
What is...
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? Yeah, the reason why Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's.
You should have been the one to die. What?
I mean, you're gonna take us all with you. We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, you all killed her. I had to pay for it.
What?
What is this?
Oh my God. At least SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom updated.
No forgiveness! I can't forgive this!
Wow. Man. My question is, are they gonna resurrect Sakura and then like freaking punish her?
But...
Hina. They're friends.
Wow.
Why? What are you saying?
Oh, wow. And you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say without saying, trying to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what she was saying no means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it.
Why?
That's how far you push her. Oh man.
Huh?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
So glad I got to meet you. What's wrong? Why are you talking like that? I have a favor to ask. Favor?
Some protein.
Yeah. You try to... Yeah, you killed her, all of us. Pushed her into a corner and you murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out in the end. I wasn't able to help her. Couldn't never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm gonna interrupt her, but...
Hey!
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right?
What are you saying?
Of course. I know what she was thinking, because her and
In
me...
other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say
yes,
is...
indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? Like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What, but Hina's already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was on me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed at Hina and put in her room. And then... You lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I thought I livened things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help if you totally look like my little scribbles at face value. You didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... Not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in it, it would have been between you guys.
And?
Then, what did you write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do? Hey!
Well, you know, have you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? You know, what with the idea of having a note when you kill yourself in the first
But
place?
hold on.
And isn't it just so fortunate killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story, the truth.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill, alright. My good friend Hina. There's something I have to tell you. I hate to do this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Oh, it was our night in this school that the mastermind came to see.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool. I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things. And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder. However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
Yeah. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoron? Heck. Or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness. So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind. My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal. course, I'm still responsible for that as well. But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself. If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured
Oh my
friends.
god.
Huh?
Sakura didn't feel concerned. She didn't die hating
No
us.
way!
She wanted us to stop fighting to
Correct.
protect us. She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. She sacrificed so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It's only her limitless strength that could make it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
Yeah.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else, no matter what. Just survive.
But
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, her meddling was like totally pointless.
Oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other. But you almost ended up doing it anyways. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you made it the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? No one here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with the fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of her misplaced hatred. I don't blame her. I can't blame her. Nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh-hoo.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one who we need to destroy is you, no one else.
What
What
do
the
you
heck?
want?
That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyways, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey.
Your enemies each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Bayuka. Bayukata, yeah, whatever. Yippee-ki-yay. You understand, don't you? This is life or death. The elimination match. The only way to survive is win. There can be no doubt the rules are the game, which is why I'm bowing out of the game.
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of this game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside the fear of this
Don't make
this
me
game.
repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement, which is why I no longer participate. What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
All clear.
And that is to heap the harsh possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Hey, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. Is that what you're thinking? Where Master go, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone?
hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death has no meaning? How boring. But nobody can come. I still gonna be the one having the fun
What the
time.
heck?
The fun time. Anyway, let's forget about the good for nothing backstabber and get back on
You
track.
want me to punish you guys?
Punishment time?
What?
Oh, the Sakura is technically the kill, right? She's dead. You're not gonna.
But
Is it me? Oh, heavens, no. Just because the Blacken's dead doesn't mean I could just sub in whoever. You know what? Didn't I tell you? In this particular, that's a bear times 1 rule.
Listen up!
But I spent too much time preparing my special punishment. I'd be ashamed to let it get away. A special guest.
Let's give it everything!
A special guest? What? Oh my god! Oh no! Evactor Destroyer? Oh, you know they're feeling all of that. Oh. Oh my god. Alter ego's all gone. I'm not even gonna laugh at that. That's just cruel. You suck, man. You turned him into a mingle hunk of junk. Yeah, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm about the grilled goodness, fried, boiled, gimme, or egg, the color, the smell, the sick. I realize how dangerous it could be, but I still have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I hear everybody else, my courage starts to grow.
I'm gonna do my best.
How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friend with a baseball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. That's what you call it? Animism? Animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. I was trying to find out, it was trying to find out things I was thinking. So you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally, no. I knew about him from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze. I knew exactly how it was going to play from that start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew? You were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data on that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift for me to use. Or maybe like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if he had access to that. Sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do something, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone died so far, the deaths of each other and every one of our friends. They all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well? Uh-huh.
Well, I need you to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a little let the Sekuros know. Have your attention? Okay, then here we go. One other thing here, there's something I'd like to tell the other. Hopefully it will act like it's a clue to unravel the school mystery. What? A clue?
Hina.
There's a close one. That was a close one, another word, and we would have been hip, deer, and spoiler territory.
Bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? Oh, you can just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brains rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad. You don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you, hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's know. Like I'd ever let you let anyone in your default, but
Too bad.
sucks for you, losers. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. Let me say this to the mastermind. I'm gonna just lay down and die. I will fight you, bastard. I mean, I'll fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it. Oh wow, that's a stubborn loser, huh? Won't lay down and die if you fight. Whatever, who cares? What's some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Yeah.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? I don't know. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that now.
Yo!
So the class trial order and Monokuma's
But-
gone. And so now what do we do? What else is there other than head back up? Oh yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. But dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that one your last one? I haven't reached the point where I need someone to apologize. I mean,
sorry.
okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. Totally what I want. Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. I gotta go after a sleazeball like him. Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you're a sleazeball. Apparently, you still have a death wish. More bidding sarcasm. Don't wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse, give and take. Me. This is like way. This is getting way more intense. Wait, something snuck up on us?
This as such, soon the doors. Okay then. Sweet.
Yeah, that's just normal, right? Wake up, huh? Whoa!
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm gonna wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait at my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious? Anyways, you don't have to overreact like that. Every time you're surprised. What time
Correct.
is it? 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking up at this hour? What's going on? I need to know now. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor. What's your favor?
So,
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? You're not gonna lay down? I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan on doing that? date center on the 4th floor. The data center.
Goodbye.
What? I'll meet you there. The data center? What in the world is going on? Bro, I need to go to bed! I gotta freaking. Ah. Yeah, open it. Try it again, but it's locked.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up here, mister? Go! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, you're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can't see for myself.
Unbelievable.
It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try to tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko? Now you two.
You guys?
Whatever. Two of you just better get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's go to bed. What?
Hey,
Can you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, go. Get out of here.
Goodbye.
Hold on. What was that all about? Don't worry about it.
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
What?
Watch out for her.
The ultimate despair. That makes sense, because I was always wondering, why do we have enough room? Oh my gosh. 7? I don't know how well this is going to turn out for us. Altar lump. Can I pawn it?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
That's the perfect place to end that there. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Good night.